Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee, and this is the Optimistic Network. Today's video is going to be how I care for my Balmain T-shirt. I have had a few questions about how I take care of it, so here we go. First of all, the only instruction about cleaning that came with this t-shirt, it says specialty dry cleaning only, which means that's how you're supposed to do it, specialty dry cleaning. You take it to the cleaners and they clean it a special way. Anyways, I decided to clean mine myself like the way I always clean my delicates. I use the Woolite delicates, and this is not a sponsored video, but this is real delicate on your good clothes that you love and care for. So what I did, I stopped the sink, added some water, and added about a half a cover of the Woolite. Now guys, you won't need a lot of this Woolite because it is very soapy, number one, and number two, it is very expensive. That little bottle is for almost $5. I'm pretty sure it's over $5 with tax. Now keep in mind, I don't use this Woolite on my everyday clothes. I just buy this little bottle probably once a year just for my delicates, and I use just a small amount. I do not use it in my machine. I use it only in the sink. After the soap and the water, I added my t-shirt to the water and make sure it's wet all over. Now, as you may notice, I try to keep the buttons above water as much as I can because they're gold button and I don't want them stripping off because I'm pretty sure they can strip off. I try not to rub them too much and try not to water soak them. Now, that's just me leaving the t-shirt to soak for a minute while I stop the other sink for my rinsing. Now you should be aware of how you wear your t-shirts, so you should know the parts to focus on. I focused mainly on my armpit and like the front of it and just kind of shake it out overall. And I don't leave my t-shirt sitting long. You don't want to do that. So that's me just rinsing out my t-shirt, basically washing it out. And can you see how much soap I got from that little in there? But I kind of use a little more soap because I was washing a few other stuffs. So guys, be careful not to rub on the gold writing too much, just in case it has a tendency to lift. You don't want yours lifting up. I turned my t-shirt on the opposite side, which is the wrong side, and proceed to washing underneath the armpit and just give it a few more scrubs. Now guys, this is a very important part. I hold the t-shirt up towards the shoulders like I'm showing you now. I just hold it together in one hand and then I squeeze the t-shirt down long way. I didn't wring it because I don't want it to stretch sideways. I don't mind if it stretch long way but not sideways because the t-shirt is already a little wide for me. Now here I'm just showing you that the t-shirt runs a little, so be careful putting it on other stuffs. It's not bad, but it does run a little, just so you know. So I unplug the sink, drain that water, and I rinse the t-shirt under running water. I didn't stop the sink again to rinse the t-shirt. I rinsed it under running water before I added it to my fabric softener. And keep in mind, the more soap you use, the longer you'll have to rinse it because you don't want to put it in the fabric softener without it being rinsed, because then you got to let that fabric softener water out and rinse again. And you don't want to keep the t-shirt in the water so long, so rinse it under running water, then put it in the fabric softener. And it's important not to use too much soap. I dropped it in the fabric softener water and then I just kind of dip it a few times, make sure everywhere get the nice fresh smell and get the nice softness from the comfort of the fabric softener. And in the sink is another top because I did some other stuffs, but the focus is on the Balmain t-shirt. So now I finally squeeze out the t-shirt for the last time, the same way I squeezed it the first time, just long way. And then I grab an hanger, as you'll see coming up. I grab an hanger and I put it on it. Keep in mind, I use a plastic hanger for a reason. I do use those velvet hangers, but I didn't want to use it for my t-shirt because I didn't want anything to run on my t-shirt. With a plastic hanger, I made sure it was clean, and you use it. Nothing is gonna draw from that, nothing is gonna run from that, but you run the risk of drawing the black velvet on your t-shirt. And finally, I hang it in my bathroom on the curtain rod to drip, and I do have my bath mat so it could drip on that. Hope this helped you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.